Well, here's a couple of things that Donald Trump and his apparent boss, Elon Musk, do not understand. One, the president of the United States, Joe Biden, is a Democrat. Two, the United States Senate is controlled by Democrats and Democratic Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. Anyone who understands that knows why the budget extension bill negotiated by the Republican Speaker of the Republican House includes compromises with Democrats and Chuck Schumer. Elon Musk objected to those compromises in the bill, saying that any Republican who votes for it should be voted out of office. That's how he began his day. And only hours after that, after Elon Musk led the way, only then did Donald Trump catch up with his apparent.
Welcome back to Conservative News. Let's break down what's really happening in Washington right now. The United States Senate is controlled by Democrats, with Chuck Schumer leading as majority leader. This is a key factor in understanding why the budget extension bill, negotiated by Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson, is such a hot topic. Johnson is trying to play the long game here, setting the stage for potential tax cuts next year. Everyone in Washington knows this strategy, but leave it to Donald Trump to shake things up.
Boss, Elon Musk, and join in objecting to the bill. Republican Speaker Mike Johnson was with Donald Trump and Elon Musk while he was negotiating the bill. He was with them constantly while he was negotiating that bill. Mike Johnson has stayed as close to them as possible to try to make sure that what happened today would not happen. But you cannot stop chaos in the Republican Party. It would not have happened if Donald Trump were a rational person, but he's not. And so Donald Trump decided at the very last minute, after weeks of negotiation, to tell Mike Johnson and the Republicans what he wants in the bill, something he never said before today. Donald Trump has had every day since Election Day to tell them what he wanted in this bill, which is necessary to keep the government operating beyond this weekend. And Donald Trump has not said a word about it until today. The last time we had a government shutdown was because Donald Trump changed his mind just like this at the very last minute and demanded the impossible. Donald Trump defied a bipartisan agreement at the last minute while he was president, and that's how he got the government shutdown of December 2018. And the longest shutdowns the government's ever had. That was Donald Trump's record-setting shutdown. If the government goes into shutdown again, as it could this weekend, it will once again be Donald Trump's shutdown, this time with a major assist from his apparent boss, Elon Musk. So perhaps it could best be described as the Musk-Trump shutdown, especially when Elon Musk demonstrated his total ignorance of how government works today by saying no bills should be passed Congress until January 20th when Donald Trump takes office. None, zero. Funding for the government runs out this weekend. So Elon Musk, in that statement, is advocating for a complete government shutdown until the afternoon of January 20th, at least. But Donald Trump disagrees with Elon Musk about that, completely disagrees. Donald Trump actually wants Congress to pass a bill and pass it right away. And he finally told Republicans what he wants at 4:28 p.m. today, after Republicans had been working on this bill for weeks. Donald Trump wants Republicans to pass a bill to continue to fund the government, and Donald Trump now insists that Republicans pass a bill increasing the debt limit of the federal government also. Donald Trump knows that he intends to wildly increase the debt of the federal government with massive tax cuts to billionaires like Elon Musk. But Donald Trump wants Democrats and Joe Biden to increase the debt ceiling for him right now so that he can pass his tax cuts next year. Everyone in politics in Washington understands the debt ceiling game, but only Donald Trump is tactically stupid enough to say out loud, as he did today in writing, when he said this: increasing the debt ceiling is not great, but we'd rather do it on Biden's watch. That's it. That's his whole thing. He'd rather do it on Biden's watch. He needs to do it, but he doesn't want to do it. Let Joe Biden do it. Each party would, of course, rather the debt ceiling be raised by the other party, but they usually don't get to pick when the debt ceiling needs to be raised. In fact, the debt ceiling won't really need to be raised until June at the earliest. But Donald Trump actually wants the Democrats of the United States Senate to vote for a continuing spending bill that includes a debt ceiling increase. And then, after that bill passes the House, Donald Trump wants Joe Biden to sign that debt ceiling increase into law for Donald Trump so that Donald Trump can cut the taxes of billionaires like Elon Musk. In other words, Donald Trump is asking for the impossible. That's not going to happen. Asking for the impossible is something he's done before with Congress, and he has always lost when he's asked for the impossible, always. Yes, he can get tax cuts through the Republican Congress because that's easy, but he's never gotten anything difficult. Never once through Congress. Donald Trump.
It's no secret that Speaker Johnson was in constant communication with Trump and even Elon Musk while negotiating this bill. That connection is raising eyebrows, and it's clear that Trump's involvement has added a layer of unpredictability to an already tense situation. Meanwhile, we've got President Joe Biden, a Democrat, in the White House, and the Senate firmly under Democratic control. This makes it an uphill battle for Republicans to push through their agenda.